This year I set out to make a film different than anything else I'd ever done. Different than anyone else had ever done. I mean, that's the point, right? And I've kind of struggled, honestly.
Yeah, it's a little weathered in. It's a good track, though.
This industry is in a whole different place than when I started. There was a lot more respect and support for one another, no matter the brand or style in which you chose to hunt. Trying to find that unifying message is getting harder all the time. When I sit here and think about the film festivals I've been to and the different films that I've seen, it's getting harder and harder to make a film like nobody has ever seen before. For a while, just the gear you had could separate you from the pack. One drone shot or a slow motion camera made the difference. Now that everyone can get their hands on quality gear, it seems like, it brings it all back to the story and how it's put together. I've been inspired by a lot of films and filmmakers through the years. What started with pioneers like Gordon Eastman quickly expanded with other talented filmmakers throughout the outdoor and hunting industry. But cinema as a whole is just over 100 years old. What started as silent motion pictures was quickly changed by the advent of sound. Technology was moving fast, and so were production levels. If you think about it in the context of music, musicians have been creating brilliant music for years using the exact same instruments. And I think filmmakers will do the same, constantly evolving. The point is to make a film worth watching when I'm gone, and you can't force it out here. Whatever film I make is going to get criticized. That's just part of it. But criticism and failure are necessary for growth. Lord knows I've had my fair share of both through the years. One of the very first real films I did had some positive and some real negative comments.
Pick up some tiny rocks and throw them into the chute above him to simulate.
That's me on the cliff above the mountain goat. I was in the middle of making my first hunting film and about to learn a hard lesson in filmmaking. Not only did I miss this mountain goat with my bow, but because of how I ended the film, some people felt like I was trying to tell a different story than what actually happened. And looking back on it, I can see why now. I came away with that agreeing with that trying to be cinematic can go too far. I've done it myself. I'd learn things I'd do again, and things I never would. But that's how we get better.
Man, that's hard to believe. I'd be going right at him. So weird.
Since I've started, I've worked hard to get a mix of cinematic shots, yet shots that put the viewer right in my shoes. People want to know the story they are watching, is the story that actually happened. I've never wanted to just make a film for the sake of doing it either. There has to be a bigger message than just, look at me and this animal I'm hunting. Do I have personal goals while out hunting? Of course I do, but I don't think most people care about my personal goals. I think they want to know how it relates to them and how it affects their lives. What's the bigger picture here? I keep thinking that eventually this awesome storyline is going to hit me in the face, or that something is going to happen out here that basically writes this story for me. As each day passes, I start to wonder if that moment is even going to happen this year. And I realized the story had been writing itself this entire time. I had created a film different than anything I had ever done. This one wasn't about some epic moment or movement. This film was created for a whole different reason. I made this film to tip my hat to all those who have helped shape this path for me, to those that have inspired me, and to the critics. One thing I do know is when you make a hunting film, you not only represent yourself, you may end up representing all of us. Everyone has a unique story to tell, and this is just part of mine. Creating a film comes with a responsibility not only amongst ourselves, but to those outside the hunting community. And that responsibility is respect.